everything that we thought you could bring. The last couple of years, you kept just missing it. Just missing it. You finally put it together. New team in place this year, and it paid off in dividends.
Yes, sir. It's been several years. I've been fighting for this title, and I just couldn't seem to get it together. I was maybe too focused on other things, other competitors. I don't know what it was. I just know that my walk spiritually with Christ wasn't what it is today. That's number one. That's why I keep pointing to the heavens, man. But yes, my coach, Hani Rambod, he has helped me tremendously, become a much better professional bodybuilder all around. It's not just about the physique, it's about the mind too, and focusing on myself and just learning to get better and learning how to be a better bodybuilder and better professional. I have a great, great family. I wouldn't even call them friends. They're family that keep me, grounded and focused in bodybuilding and life with Christ. And I couldn't do it without you either. So all of you, you guys give me so much support. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Well, Derek, that's about as well said as it's going to be. You brought your best. The judges like what they saw. You are standing here today, my friend, as the best 212 bodybuilder in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, your 212 Olympia champ, Derek Lunsford.
All right, we got to thank Rich Gaspari.
Yeah, hey, what about Rich's deal that he had going on this weekend? What's happening this weekend, Rich?
Well, we're giving away $10,000. Be able to go to next year's Olympia. All expenses paid. Year's worth of supplements. We have banners around. We have it on the stage. We're also have it at the GaspariNutrition.com website. To sign up and get a chance of winning the prize.
I think I got an email today too. 35% off plus a free shirt.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to see you tomorrow at the Legends at the Olympia booth at 12 noon
12
with Lee
to 1.
Haney, Lee Labrada, Kevin Lebroni. I'm in there.
Yeah.
Who else is with us? Ronnie Goldman. We're all going to be Dexter Jackson.
Wow.
We're all going to be there at 12 o'clock tomorrow in the expo. Derek Lunsford. Thanks, Rich, for chiming in.
Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
We're going to make room for
Thanks
another
for
legend.
doing this again.
Yeah, man. We'll do it again next year.
What a
Good
great
stuff.
night and new.
All right.
Derek Lunsford takes it
Coming
all,
up
your
next,
212
Mr.
champ.
Olympia prejudging.
You know what,
Sean, we're going to bring in
losing as he was
our
in
ambassador
winning.
for the
Both of
year,
them
the legend
fine
himself,
212
Lee Haney.
representatives.
السلام عليكم ورجعنا لكم
Super excited
مع
for this.
In the
مستر
meantime, what a
اولمبيا
stud Rich Gaspari is, man. He's getting better at
التحكيم
speaking
السري
English.
للوزن المفتوح ونشوف
He's good,
المفاجآت.
actually. He actually calls the stuff good.
He's getting really good.
I like that. Now we're going
نشوف
to bring in an
المفاجآت.
OG
Guess what?
for the big boys.
It is time,
Wow.
folks. All year we've been
Let's
waiting,
welcome our
and we
honorary
have it.
guest of the
16
evening.
the world's best, right here on this
Actually, he's not the
Olympia
guest of the
stage,
evening. He's the
and
guest
you're
of the
gonna see it all
weekend.
unfold now.
Honorary
The
guest,
guys are
eight-time
pumped up
Mr.
and ready. The
Olympia
judges are ready.
by way of
Fans here in Orlando.
Atlanta,
Are you
Georgia.
ready?
He's going to put his headset on. Lee Haney. We got Lee Haney looking for the germ killer.
All right, here we go.
To get Rich Gaspari's COVID off of
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, please welcome your
We're
first
leading
competitor
into
from
the
USA,
Open.
All right.
Nick Walker.
Nick Walker,
Nick.
the mutant.
وولفر
Fun to see.
بطل
All right.
أرنولد
Nick
كلاسيك.
has had one heck of a year. Just won the Arnold Classic.
لا مش مبهر ومش خطر.
Freaky conditioning. Let's
قوي.
see how he sizes up.
Lee, that is the Arnold Classic champion of a week ago, Nick Walker, who just shook up the world of bodybuilding with his second pro win in this year, and he's making his debut at 26 years old here at the Olympia.
Yeah, he looks awesome, man. He looks great, nice and tight. You know, the deal is always
لا.
being able to repeat a peak.
That's it.
That's the
يعني
deal.
مش
You know,
It's not always easy to do.
no, it's not.
في
It's
وينتر
not easy when
يا
you're young, though.
يعني
He's one of the youngest in the open lineup.
في وينتر هيبهدلك
Guys,
النهارده.
there goes a question. The Arnold Classic was 2 weeks ago.
That's
How
right.
hard is it to hold that conditioning?
هو قوي
It's very hard to hold that
قوي بس
conditioning.
مش
And you
مش
know,
اللي يهدد على
from what I
ما يهددش يهدي شوبان ولا رمل.
soft.
There's a film over.
Yeah, it's a slight film.
يهدد
And
ممكن
that's early
يهدد
'cause we gotta compare
براندون
to the
كيري لو
other
براندون
guys,
كيري
but
مش
yeah,
كده مظبوط.
lighting off
لكن
the
في حالته
face.
العاديه براندون كيري يكسب.
This is the
في الحاله العاديه اللي براندون
pre-day
كيري.
show.
That's right.
وهيبان
The
في
critique that we're
الوقفه
giving
في
right
الصف
now,
مع
these guys can
الناس.
hear it and take it to
يعني
work
الحكم
and
ده
take it
برضه
to
مش
work
في
by the markers. They're gonna pose all night
وهو
though.
واقف لوحده.
That's right. That's right. You know,
يبان
that screen,
وهو
that
واقف
extra
جنبهم.
film off and the mark could be a whole other ball
That's
game.
right. It's a marathon. You got 2
That's
days.
right.
Did you ever compete with a 2-day Olympia in your day?
from
No, we
Italy,
never had that.
It was a one-day shot.
One day shot, man. Pre-judging in the morning, evening show, and there you go.
That's right. It was 30 years ago that Lee Haney in 1991 walked
رامي
away
امتى؟
from
رامي
bodybuilding,
دلوقتي، بس اخر واحد
winning
هيعرض
right
فيهم.
here in Orlando,
البطل
Florida,
دايما
defeating
البطل
the Shadow
دايما
3 days
بيعرض
in his rookie debut time.
اخر واحد.
And for a man that doesn't look much over 30, that's pretty impressive.
حامل اللقب بيعرض اخر واحد.
Lee is the
I
right
wish.
only. You're 61, right? You're 61?
61.
61
Yeah.
years young.
All right, guys, this is his first Olympia appearance.
ده اول مره يلعب باسم اولمبيا.
He won the Mr. Big Evolution, took fourth in the Puerto Rico Pro. Andrea Presti.
Got a good package.
شكله صغير.
Little slight on the muscle, Lee.
وشكله
For
جديد.
his height.
Right.
Could have a little bit more body
سيمتريته
mass,
كويسة.
body weight. You know, we've always said this, that the titles are won from the back, and that's part of the area
بس
he's got to
مش
bring up.
مش
Yeah,
مستوى
lower
اولمبيا.
back, you know, not as much density there, not as much thickness. So,
That comes
you know,
from deadlifting or
well, it's come from some heavy,
Heavy lifting.
bent over barbell rolls,
yeah.
heavy one-arm dumbbell rolls, and hyperextensions, weighted hyperextensions.
Right. He's got the width, just needs
Yeah.
the thickness.
That's right. Beautiful shape.
Yeah.
Beautiful shape.
Well, and this is his first Olympia appearance, so welcome.
Thank you,
Welcome to the big
Andre
leagues.
Presti.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
Ladies and
Lee, I'm
gentlemen, please
Simon
welcome
Cowell of
from the
bodybuilding
USA,
because I try to find the
Patrick
weaknesses, right?
Moore.
You can see the strengths, but the weaknesses are the ones that hold you back. And you got to
Yeah.
figure out what those are so you can go to the gym. And this is a guy that's got shape
باتريك
and
شكله حلو.
balance. Patrick Moore won a competition
Oh,
earlier in
man.
the year.
I love Patrick Moore. When I first saw him, man, it totally blew me away.
By
As
way
I
of
understand, Patrick was trained
يعني
by Lee.
باتريك
Yeah, he worked
Lee
with Lee, I
DeBravo,
think
right?
so, yeah.
في جمال غير
He was at
Nick
the
Wilker.
London Classic a couple months ago when I was out there emceeing, and we got to chat, and he was certain he put on some quality mass,
Yeah.
and I see it.
I think Patrick won the California Pro earlier this year and was contemplating taking the rest of the year off, actually. And me and Bob had him on the Monday Night Muscle conversation, and we said, look, what are you waiting for? These opportunities may never come again.
Exactly.
You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You got to go. If you're qualified, you got to go, and he's here.
Looks good. Very good job.
ده اسمه
Maybe just a
باتريك
little
باتريك
tighter,
مولر.
you know?
Yeah, of course, the skin's got a little bit of water underneath it.
كان السنة قبل اللي فاتت تقريبا كان عامل
But
في
you
توب
know,
10
these
كان
two
عامل
show
عاشر
events.
تاسع.
I mean, it takes some
كان في
science
التوب
to
10
really
عامة يعني.
understand how to, you know, hit your timing just right with this.
Absolutely. But Patrick's a more popular bodybuilder based on his overall aesthetics.
Great shape. Great
Thank
shape.
you,
And a
Patrick
really
Moore.
inspiring persona on stage.
Yeah,
People
beautiful
just-
personality.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
All right, gents.
from the Netherlands, the conqueror, William Bonet.
All right, William made it.
Now,
He
this is
missed-
Mr. Peak here. He
Yeah.
always hits his peak.
He missed his peak 2 weeks ago because he couldn't
Really?
get in to compete at the Arnold
Oh, my
Classic.
goodness.
So
William
he's saving
Bonet.
for this week, and let's find out what he's going to bring.
أعتقد
All
ويليام
about
بوناك
5'6",
هيكسب
230
نيك ويلكر.
pounds, maybe.
It's a
Well-
lot of muscle, baby.
Missing the Arnold didn't hurt Whitney Jones.
It didn't looks like it didn't hurt William either.
Sure doesn't.
Big, thick biceps. An Arnold Classic champion.
ظاهر بمستوى حلو.
He's no stranger to the
حضور
Olympia
كويس.
stage.
حضور أحسن من اللي أنا كنت متوقعه
Now,
ليه.
Sean, how's this conditioning compared to last year in the year
مبدئيا
before?
كده أنا كنت مدي
That's a good
في
question.
ترتيب التوب 5 فيهم ويليام بوناك، كنت مدي رامي أول، هادي شوبان تاني، والتالت ما بين نيك ويلكر وبراندون كيري، تالت ورابع، وكنت مدي ويليام بوناك خامس، بس أعتقد لا،
I don't see anything
ويليام بوناك
missing
شكله كويس،
with Williams. You know, he's not a real wide bodybuilder. Shoulders width is
أحسن
not
من نيك ويلكر.
that wide, but
Right.
hey, man, he works with what he has, and he maximizes it.
That's what keeps him in the hunt.
That's
this,
right.
This guy's taken out much bigger bodybuilders. He's even beaten Big Ramy in the past.
Yeah. And really knows
لا
how to
حلو،
present.
حلو
He
ويليام بوناك
understands
حلو.
and feels his body.
Yeah, and he's won all over the world. I've witnessed this guy win in San Francisco's, I think it was the Golden State Championships. I witnessed him win, I think, over in Finland. And here he is, won the Arnold Classic a couple of times. This guy's the real deal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's bringing it.
Now that's the pose I've seen it better.
مكبوس عضلات
Midsection is short like Kai Crane,
ويليام بوناك.
but that's got to be really ripped up in order to hit that type of shot.
That's
It's
right.
not right now.
Now, Lee,
Thank
Sean's
you,
got a
William.
ton of knowledge up there.
Bonus.
Sean, who did he lose to at the last Arnold in 2018 or 2019? He took second.
Brandon Curry.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Egypt.
That's my $100, Lee.
If it was bodybuilding,
محمد شعبان من مصر هيطلع ثاني مشاركة ليه على
He lost
فكرة
to Brandon Curry, but he came back and he won the contest
من
the year-
سنتين.
this year. So Williams is the real deal. He's been hovering around the top for quite some time.
كانت مشاركة مشرفة بس النهاردة أحسن
He's got some
طبعا،
nice big full
تطور أفضل، بس محمد شعبان عنده أحسن من كده، يقدر يعمل أحسن من كده. هو محمد شعبان مهتم إن هو يطور حجمه، وطور حجمه فعلا، بس الكونديشن لا، مش الكونديشن اللي نفس دي في
Up above
أولمبيا.
he is, but down below he certainly isn't.
وبعدين مرتاح، ما عندوش مشكلة في النشافة معاه، فما أعرفش ليه لما نشوفش أكتر. يعني شوف لو تلاحظوا معايا جلوتس،
This is his first
الجلوتس
Olympia.
مش أنشف حاجة،
It is indeed.
Wow, he looks
الدراع من الجنب مش أنشف حاجة.
good. Very good shape. As Sherman was
فيري
saying,
جود شيب فعلا، بس
that film is on him.
Yeah, his quads are
في
overpowered
جلد
the
شوية،
hamstrings.
في جلد
The
يقدر
hands are
هو
almost invisible by comparison
ينشف
to the
أكتر
quadriceps, especially
ويكون
for
منافس قوي في أي
course the
بطولة
back has a nice little film
أكتر من
water
كده.
that- and he needs that density you were talking about, Lee.
طور
Maybe a little more
حجمه،
heavy
طور
lifting to
نقاط
build
ضعفه،
thickness.
Yeah.
طور مستواه، ده أكيد.
Now, Lee Rich asked earlier
ولكن عنده
how to-
نشاف
how to
أكتر من كده،
qualify
ويقدر يجيبها هو
either
بسهولة.
win a
ما عندوش
competition
مشكلة
or
أعتقد
he
زي
actually did
حسن
6
مصطفى. حسن
competitions
مصطفى
with 4 top fives.
عنده مشكلة إنه
So
ينشف،
he racked up the points and
ولكن
worked hard.
محمد شعبان أعتقد ما عندوش مشكلة إنه ينشف،
He
حتى
stayed ready
وشه
for a
بتاعه
long
مرتاح.
time.
And that's hard when you're trying to peak at the end. You're trying to stay ready.
That's right.
Lee, you only did one show a year pretty much your entire career after you earned your pro status.
Yes, you know, Robbie Robinson said something to me early in my career. He said, Lee, if you want to keep the body nice and fresh and healthy and keep your systems excited for the next event, don't overtrain it. Don't
follow that.
overstress it. And that's what I made sure I didn't do. So when I did hit that one show for the year,
You were ready.
I was ready.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These guys that get here on points, they run out of gas by the time they get here because they're having to do this peaking thing all the time, and it doesn't always translate on the big day.
Sure doesn't, man. You can tell a tired muscle.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
It's tough
from
enough
the
for one show,
USA,
but do multiples.
Akeem Williams.
أكيم ويليام.
And this would be-
ما
this would
نشوف
be a
أكيم
multiple
ويليام
for
اللي
Akeem.
كان
We saw him earlier
نازل
this
مستواه مش
year
كويس
in Chicago.
في أرنولد
Actually,
من
was in Atlanta
أسبوعين.
Yeah.
at the Chicago Pro.
نشوف وضعه
And we
دلوقتي.
saw him 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't popping for him there in Columbus,
ما
Ohio.
يخوفش.
Just at first blush, I don't know that there's a whole lot of more detail that was added to him from Ohio.
ما يخوفش لا.
But bodybuilders sometimes when they pose, they come alive.
لا مش حلو.
You
لو
know,
كنت
John,
حاطه
one
بتاع
of the
حوالي السادس
secrets
السابع،
that
بس
we
لا ما
used
يعملش.
back,
صعب
some
بعيد.
years ago, I learned this from Albert Beckles. You know, the night before the competition,
أعتقد
man,
هانتر
you would
الرضا
go
أحسن
to
منه
either
بكتير.
get a sauna or steam.
Yeah.
You would go through your mandatory poses, you know, at least 3 times, holding each for about 10 seconds.
Sweat the
and it
water
would
out.
squeeze the water out.
Right.
So the next morning, in our case, because that was the pre-judging,
Right.
we were ready to peak. We didn't have to wait till the evening in order for the muscle to pop.
I think you're giving away all your secrets.
I know it.
والله السري الإيراني هادي شبان قوي، بس رامي صعب حد يتغلب عليه السنة دي من شكله، من لبسه، من وشه. لا رامي مستوى جديد يا جماعة. حتى لو هادي شبان جه مستوى جديد، هادي شبان عنده نواقص في جسمه، لكن رامي متكامل أكتر. وادام جاي ناشف يبقى خلاص الموضوع محسوم. احنا بنتفرج عشان نستمتع ان شاء الله، مش عشان خايفين على رامي او نشجع رامي. احنا هنهني رامي. واكيم مش حلو اكيم. ريجن، نشوف ريجن من اللعيبه السيمتريه الحلوه بس الحجم الصغير.
He actually started as a bodybuilder, did classic, came up to bodybuilding, and when we last saw him, we were talking about him being a very thin, open, heavyweight bodybuilder.
لا اركن على جنب.
Because of his height. And here he's
ما
trying to
اعتقدش
bring
حتى
the
ينافس
conditioning
محمد
with the
شعبان
height. I
حتى.
don't know that he's added the extra mass that we were waiting for.
He got great shape though.
Yeah, and he's always had. That's why I said it was classic physique, and he won.
جريت شيب
I believe he won
بس
the New York classic pro physique at one time.
لو باتريك، لو نقارنه مثلا باتريك جريت شيب
I
مستوى
think he's
اعلى من
about a
ده.
6-foot bodybuilder.
He is 5'11".
5'11", yes, that's my height.
باتريك مولر اعتقد هيفوز على حكيم ويليام برضه لسه طالع من شويه.
And everything fits where it needs to. That's an awesome deal on stage.
Well, you're kind of a unicorn, Lee, because you filled out at 23, 24 years old and ran away with titles. These guys are much older than you. See, like, we're talking about a 30-plus bodybuilder, and we're waiting for them to fill out, whereas you filled out in your 20s. So you're you're an anomaly.
Yeah,
you're the dream crusher.
Yeah, my mom was 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So that sort of helped,
Yeah, that definitely helps.
That's quite the genetic blessing there.
Man.
But Reagan presented a pretty physique.
From Canada,
We rarely say pretty when we talk about the open bodybuilders because they're all chunky.
اللي في النص ده يا شباب ليهاني.
All right.
ده فاز بمستر اولمبيا 8 مرات، صاحب اكبر عدد بدون هزيمه لمستر اولمبيا هو ليهاني.
All over the top 5 and top 2s this year. He had a win and I believe 3 top 2s.
Actually, he had 2 wins. Tim, I'm going to correct you all night tonight.
Man.
But yeah, he won
حلو
2
من الجنب.
shows and he got a second place 2 weeks ago at the Arnold Classic.
من الوش لا مش
There
حلو.
was controversy there, but he got the second place and he's here tonight.
صدره
And we'll see what he brings to the stage. This is a guy Lee that
مش قد
has,
كده.
from the side, he hits the Dorian Yates side tricep.
اوضاع من الجنب هي اللي حلوه،
The
عشان كده
leg
بيركز من
opens
الجنب
up.
هو.
Nice big quadricep, nice hamstring.
that hamstring.
And he's wide across the back, but again, doesn't have the density that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, does it have
السمانه تحس انها متاكله ما فيهاش، يعني الجزء
I know it does.
الخارجي باين، الجزء الداخلي ما فيش.
Exactly, training.
Yes.
A lot of the guys now on these type of routines where they train.
يعني ما حصلوش السمانات
I mean, that's ridiculous.
او
when it
الكالب
back in our day.
او البطات بتاعت الحريم.
That's the only way you're going to develop.
الحريم كانوا ممتعين في السمانات.
The cross striation and the triceps you don't see, you hardly see.
Right.
The cross striation in the chest you hardly see.
Well, like in boxing, they say styles make fights. Sometimes training styles make the physique.
That's right.
And if you're not doing certain movements, you're not going to get that development. Here we're looking at the chest, Lee, which a lot of people criticize him on, and the calves.
Yeah.
But yet he's been able to take out some of the other bodybuilders. The Olympia is a different animal altogether.
It's a whole nother animal.
Genetics tie into this.
That's right. That's right.
the Persian Wolf, Hadi Chupan.
All right, Lee, are you familiar with the conditioning here? Are you familiar with Hadi Chupan's conditioning?
Yes,
way
I've
of
seen him.
Iran.
Yes,
Hadi Chupan.
man.
Look at that guy.
Woo, he hit the
Hadi
U.S. and
Chupan.
set it on fire.
لا مش شايف جديد.
He looks great. I know. Here we go now. Let's see what he's got.
مش شايف جديد يمثل خطر على رامي، انا مش شايف جديد. عنده سيبريشن احسن من كده، عنده ديفينيشن احسن من كده. هو يمكن كبران شويه. اتوقع هادي شوبان هيجي بكره احسن. اتوقع عنده احسن بكره. مش اللي كنا متخيلينه من هادي شوبان. كنا متخيلين احسن من كده. لا يا هادي، لا يا هادي، عندك احسن من كده يا هادي.
Hadi Chupan, it's well known, has some hearing aids in. He's got some hearing impairment. His English is getting a lot better and his confidence
يعني
as well. His glutes are peekaboo.
ويليام بوناك
Cuts are coming in very wide for short.
شفته احلى، كان ممتع اكتر. ويليام بوناك احسن من هادي شوبان لحد دلوقتي. ولا انت رايكم يا شباب؟
What do you see here, Lee?
Oh man, he looks good. I mean,
ويليام بوناك كان احسن.
to what I've seen thus far. I mean, his chest is
بس
in real good, his quads, his abs.
دايما هاني رامبو بيجيب اللعيبه الثانيه بتاعته في التحكيم النهائي اكتر.
Everything is so balanced and so defined.
He took his time and really presented his physique in a great way too. Very good.
He's probably the most conditioned out of the ones that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
رامي جاي امتى؟ رامي اخر واحد لازم يطلع. البطل دايما يا جماعه
Really an issue for him.
بيطلع اخر واحد.
All right, Hunter's on the hunt. Yeah, let's see what's happening.
New Jack.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This is your Chicago Pro champion, I believe, right?
He is.
هانتر لبرادا،
Tampa Pro.
ابن ليلي برادا. ليلي برادا عمل مستر اولمبيا تاني قبل كده. كان اجمل من كده طبعا، من اجمل الاجسام، معروف لبرادا وكان عرضه خطير. هانتر البرادة برضه مش الشكل اللي الواحد مستنيه
A little
منه،
bit bigger than his father.
مش اللي شفناه في الصور في التحضير.
I think he's checking in around
هو
245.
كويس
He can eat his dad.
ولكن مش عارف، مش اللي كنا متوقعينه. كنت متوقع منه سيبريشن، كنت متوقع منه
Yeah, he
جلوتس
could use a little more lower back
يكون انشف من
development.
كده،
He's all upper
يكون
back
مبهر اكتر من
right
كده.
now. Strong kid. We've seen him throw around some serious weight. Got some nice thick calves.
Great wheels on him.
Yeah. Very full across the top.
His training mantra is win the day.
بالتالي مش هيقارنوا
You
رامي،
can see the pec tear on the left side. He injured
يعني
that
رامي
a few
ممكن
years
يطلع
ago.
مقارنة واحدة ويكونوا على جنب
Win
خلاص.
competition.
توقعي
Remember, Kevin
يا
Lee,
رب
Hall
ما
of Fame
تخيب ظني
bodybuilder
ابدا.
with 25 plus wins, also had a torn pec.
Yeah.
Dorian
and
took that
gentlemen,
last
from the
Olympia with a torn
USA.
thigh.
And try.
Justin Rodriguez.
Along with Chris Dickerson back in 82 with torn bicep. So there is life. I mean, Hunter is the real deal.
Yes, he real.
Justin served notice at the Arnold Classic 2 weeks ago with a
ده-
top 5
ده
finish there.
حلو.
I believe he was 4th at the
ده
Arnold
حلو،
Classic.
كان عامل ثالث جاستن،
He's in good condition for him. Different type of
كان عامل
physique.
ثالث في ارنولد كلاسيك.
Great biceps, but a little slight on the tricep department. You'll notice when he hits that shot.
Yeah.
Does it look like one quadricep is bigger than the other quadricep?
كان بيجاز مع عبد الله العتيبي لحد ارنولد كلاسيك، او
A little bit different.
بعد كده رجع لمدربه القديم تاني، دي ما اعرفش، مع انه اتطور مع
That's an area he has to bring up.
مع عبد الله العتيبي.
Those biceps.
This is his third Olympia appearance, and it looks as though he's been climbing up those ranks. Of course, he's looking to do that again today.
Yeah, he'll be tighter tomorrow also.
Now, Lee, I never saw your posing trunks kind of hiked up a little bit. Are these hiked up a little bit too much? I mean, does that accentuate or what?
I don't know.
I
You
mean,
know,
could you do it? Would you have done it? I see it a lot. You're going to see it a lot
well,
tonight,
this
too.
is a whole nother era, man.
Okay. I wasn't.
ده يا
I
جماعة
never did
هيكون
it,
قريب
so
من
I'm
الستة،
sorry.
توب 6 يا جماعة
But today it's
أعتقد،
fashionable. A lot of guys are doing
على
it.
حسب اللي جم دلوقتي.
I think
I
we
think
even
it's
saw
because
William
of-
Bonek try it, huh?
سادس
I
سابع
guess to show
ثامن
glute
بكتير.
striations, I guess.
آخره
To
ثامن.
maximize
Thank
that.
you, Justin
That's what I would
Rodriguez.
think, you know.
Yeah, the shorts have gotten much smaller since you retired.
But
Right.
don't you want to leave something to the
Ladies and
imagination?
gentlemen, please
I
welcome
tried to.
from Curacao,
But my wife won't let me wear them anymore.
Rolly Winkler.
رولي
All right, big
وينكلر.
Rulli. A year ago,
Oh,
this
man.
أتوقع
contest
تعبان.
got stuck in
تعبان؟
Turkey
No.
on his way over from
تعبان،
Oxygen
فعلا
Gym
تعبان.
Yeah.
and didn't get to compete. He had to watch it on
واتوقع يا
TV.
جماعة التدهور في المستوى دون يعني مش حجم زي الاول ومش نتيجة زي الاول. اعتقد عنده مشكلة صحية، تذكروا الحتة دي،
And he is a fan favorite for
هتسمعوا
sure.
قريب ان
Man, he
عنده مشكلة صحية هي اللي مأخرة مستواه.
his muscle is just mounds of
اتوقع في
muscle.
حاجة مش
But the
مظبوطة فيه.
condition, Lee,
Yeah,
is where
yeah.
he's suffering here, and it's being exposed right now in front of us because we just saw Hadi Choopan what definition actually looks like. And here, Rolly looks like he's holding a nice film of water.
Yeah. I've seen him better.
يعني كان ماسف، كان ضخم، صلب
Yeah, we were
وناشف
saying that
عن
about
كده
Big
بكتير.
Ronnie, and he did.
Yeah, yeah.
طلعت
Rolly's
مستر
running out of
اولمبيا
time,
قبل
not
كده،
getting any younger.
That's right. You gotta get
يعني
it
لو
right.
دخل التوب 10 يبقى كويس.
I think sometimes what happens in the off season, the guys allow their weight to get too high.
Yes.
Or get too heavy.
هو
Right,
أحسن
we
من آخر
stayed
بطولة
around,
طبعا.
What, 12, 15
The
pounds.
striking.
بس
Over, that's right. Striking
لا.
just over our competition weight. We never
خلاص.
got up 40
يعني جاب
pounds
آخره
over competition weight.
وشكله
Just
في
crazy.
حاجة، شكله عنده مشكلة صحية هي اللي تعب المستوى عنه.
Exactly.
يعني المستوى كان
I
أحسن
don't
من
see
كده.
very many bodybuilders guest posing these
No,
days.
no. That's so true.
Well, it's almost become cost inefficient for what a bodybuilder wants to guest pose at an NPC show.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
ده مين؟ ده دينيس.
At the same time, you got to stay close to your
دينيس
training weights
ده
and
كان
train
فاهم السنة اللي
muscle and
فاتت.
not get too heavy in the off-season.
right. Nobody want to pay for overweight.
وما شاركش السنة اللي فاتت، قال هخش السنة دي عشان
I
أكون في التوب
believe
10.
Hollingshead was supposed to compete a year ago
أتوقع
here,
يعمل في
Tim.
التوب 10 المفتاح.
He did. He won a bunch of stuff
Oh.
last year that would have gotten him here.
Yeah.
The British Grand Prix, the European Pro Men's Bodybuilding, and this is now his first Olympia appearance. He looks pretty conditioned, guys.
I think he actually looks better from the rear than the front. And that happens sometimes where you can look better from one direction or the other.
Could use more thickness in the back.
The thickness would definitely help, I think.
Yeah.
Wide enough, thickness helps.
But he got good shape.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good
how he got
shape.
here. I think he got here on his shape. But you see the abs are kind of missing. I think the chest is a little bit flat. The quads could be more separated. He looked better to me from the rear than the front when you pick them apart.
Yeah,
Quads are coming in now.
Yeah.
Big guy like that needs a bigger biceps, bigger triceps.
He is 5'11", so you've got to carry quite a bit.
Right.
Sure do.
رامي دلوقتي يا جماعة ده وزن رامي النهائي بعد 24 ساعة من دلوقتي.
So where'd you stay, Lee? About
ده التحكيم السري.
275 in the offseason?
نهاية
Oh, no,
البطولة
all
لسه
season
ملعوب
for me was about
واللي فاز بيه
260. You know, and I competed my last Olympia. I competed at 254.
اللي فاز
Other
بال
than that, I
212
generally stayed around
ديريك.
248, 250 around that.
وهنا دلوقتي
competition weight.
التحكيم السري للوزن
So,
المفتوح
earlier, stand within striking
والنهائي
distance,
بعد 24
you know,
ساعة.
gave you the benefit of not having
سموه
to
بعد
starve your
24 ساعة.
muscle off, and you know, train for the show, stay strong, stay full, and feel good.
Yeah, good advice for these guys listening as they go through their journey bodybuilding.
Yeah, you can't flex it, don't carry it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
can't flex fat, man.
Hang on, I gotta put that somewhere I won't forget it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, former Olympia champion, Brandon Curry.
All right, Brand.
All right, spend
See what
all
kind
that
of
time
packs
over
he's got.
Kuwait. This
right,
guy's got 4 kids, Tim at home, and a beautiful
حلو
petite
براندون،
mom
حلو براندون،
wife,
حلو.
you could say, Brandy.
براندون أحلى من هاني شوبان.
I watch
Yeah.
all the Pee Wee football that he posts.
رجليه
online.
أحلى.
Oh, yeah.
His kids are studs.
They are
Yeah,
studs.
they sure are. Beautiful family. Beautiful. His whole family is beautiful.
They're having a watch party up in
أعتقد
Tennessee at Carbon Culture up there at Mark
Yeah.
Loveliner's.
براندون
He's got
رجليه
a
متطورة.
gym out there. Flex Wheeler called him Soul Brother #1 when he won the Mr. USA Championships in Las Vegas. And all he
يعني
did is
أعتقد
go
اللي
on
في
and
التوب
win
3
shows. He's won the Arnold Classic over in
براندون.
Australia, the Arnold Classic 2019 right here in Ohio.
ويليام
He
بوناك
won the Luke Rickman
ورامي.
Classic out in Palm Springs.
You have a beautiful package. Good balance, good symmetry, nice waist paper.
صح
I
جود
like all
بالانس
of that
جود
about
سيمتري
Brandon.
يعني أحسن بالانس عمله.
15th Mr. Olympia in the history
طور
of the
رجليه.
game. Wide back, tiny
رجليه
waist.
متطورة يا جماعة. ملاحظين تطور رجليه ولا لأ؟
Training out of Oxygen Gym by way of Tennessee.
Now he guest posed at the Daytona Classic after his Olympia win.
هيلعبوا تاني بعد 24 ساعة النهائي ده التحكيم السري بعد 24 ساعة النهائي بإذن الله. براندون
This will be
قوي
his thumb
نعم
test
قوي.
from the rear. That back double bicep standing next to the other guys is going to be tested.
Yeah, you will.
He has
لا
the width,
رجل
but
براندون مش
everything
تعبان
he did.
المرة دي لا مش
The
تعبان.
knock on
حقه
Brandon was the
يقال.
size of his quads in comparison with the other guys. The quads and the hamstrings.
بس ما ينافسش
And
رامي
that's
طبعا
gonna
بس
be
هيكون في التوب 3.
where the true test will lie tonight when he's compared
كده
to the other
خلاص حيز
bodybuilders.
مكانه في
Arms,
التوب 3.
chest, shoulders, that's all come up.
Yeah,
Thank
sure
you,
have.
Brandon Curry.
That's all come up. Nice look. I like his look.
Yeah, I do
Ladies and
too.
gentlemen, please welcome from Egypt.
Excellent presentation too.
Mustafa.
Right, I mean, Big Rami's kind of bottom heavy, whereas Brandon's top heavy.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Look at this guy.
الله.
guys.
واو
I messed
واو
up
واو.
earlier and
حلو
mistook,
حلو
so you didn't
حسن
correct me on
مصطفى.
that one. I mistook Mohammed Shaban's credits for Hassan Mustafa's. He's the one that did 6 shows in 2021, stayed conditioned all
حسن
year
مصطفى
with
USA.
4 top 5s to
يا جماعة ده مصري يا
points to
جماعة.
get here.
Yeah, I saw him compete many
وتيم
times
في
actually.
سكوات.
Training out of Santa Monica at Gold's Gym. Big quads, like Paco
Yeah.
Batista type quads, Eduardo Kawak type quads.
Yeah, that's right. That, yeah.
Go look him up, Eduardo Kawak.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember those
يشبهوه
boys,
Yeah,
man.
from France.
بيلعب اسمه ادوارد قواق. ادوارد قواق
This guy's thick
كان
and
لاعب
heavily
محترف
muscular, like Paco
كان
Batista from
من
Spain
التوب
back in the day. But of course,
في
the
مصر
knock has
اولمبيا من
always
التوب
been
10
on
وصل
him,
التوب 10
the
تقريبا
condition. So if you're going to carry that kind of
في عصر
muscle,
ليه هاني.
you're going to sacrifice condition.
ادوارد قواق
That's
لاعب
exactly right.
لبناني
And again, Sean, I think he goes back to the
كان
type
مشهور
of
بضخامته
training
برضه.
routine these guys are using.
Yeah.
Just train one body part once a week.
هو دخلة حسن مصطفى
You know, you just don't get that type of muscle
دخلة حسن
separation.
You know what
مصطفى
I'd like to see this
أحسن
guy do? Go through a high rep workout.
من
one
لما
day.
عمل أوضاع.
Drop sets, supersets, and really test the conditioning and stamina of the muscle being worked.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to bust out my calculator for this one, guys, because it's in metric. He gets up as big at 5'7" as 290.
5'7", 290. To put in perspective, I'm 5'7", I compete at 212.
Wow.
So there's some perspective
Wow.
for you.
he's got a lot of muscle. His focus should never be about putting on
حلو
size
حسن مصطفى
anymore.
حلو.
Right.
It should be
Condition.
about conditioning,
Yeah.
muscle separation.
And it's going to be a different type of training for him.
Different.
More of a fitness style of training because the mass is not just going to disappear, but he's got to
مفروس عضلات.
right? We need to see the
يعني ما عندوش
separation
عضلة
that
ضعيفة.
we're missing in the quads.
Exactly.
هي بس النشافة شوية
Let's get a
تزيد،
hold of this guy and put him through the ringer.
بس أعتقد أحسن
He looks
نشافة ليه.
strong as a bull.
أتوقع هنا هياخد ترتيب أحسن محمد شعبان، أتوقع.
And your final competitor.
That's his first one?
That was his first one.
Oh, man, this guy, he's a force to be
Here we
reckoned
go.
with.
Is your reigning, defending
Let's see the
Olympia
conditioning
champion,
on Big Ramy.
All right.
Moldova, Big Ramy.
بيج رامي السبيعي.
Let's see his Big Ramy peak it again this year, man.
Well, we know
الله.
one thing: those legs did not come down an ounce. You see the legs, and then you see him.
Exactly.
You know what's different about Big Ramy, Tim? He's got a little facial hair this year. Facial hair has made a return to the Olympia stage with Big Ramy, Hadi Chupan. Who else? We got a few guys.
جميل رامي.
Reigning Mr.
اللي عاوز رامي يا جماعة هو رامي
That
خلاص.
crowd is going ballistic.
One of his best shots is that front lat spread.
Yeah.
He's going to be hard to beat.
I love the way he's taking his time in presenting. Very good.
As well he should.
Look at that separation, guys.
Now Arnold used to preach he's a big guy, he needs to pose big. But what he's doing is he's doing the opposite. He's posing small, which gives the illusion of
هو
being
رامي اللي
bigger,
كسبان.
thicker. But I think he needs
بس
to pose bigger, right, Lee?
يا إما الإضاءة جايباه معبي شوية
Like a little guy.
عن السنة اللي فاتت.
You can't, you know, that's one of the things that Arnold said
أعتقد
to me
جاي معبي شوية السنة اللي فاتت. أعتقد.
You got to pose big.
Yeah.
And which he introduced me to his posing.
لا كده ظبط.
Right.
Make sure.
هنا كده
you
ظبط.
learn how to pose big.
Right. And again,
Makes all the
يا
difference.
رب.
we come back to those posing trunks, Lee. A
Yeah.
little bit small.
Yeah.
He's showing off some glutes. See how low he gets on that? Drops down to show the hamstring. I think it's a little bit too much crunch. Like I'd
Yeah.
like to see him stand up erect.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, with those kind of wheels on them, Ramy really don't have to drop down.
Right.
I mean, he have monstrous legs standing straight up.
He's bottom
مش
heavy.
عارف يشيل ازاي يا جماعة معلش.
He's like
Bottom
Hassan. Hassan had big
إن شاء الله
legs.
ظبطها على النهائي إن
I
شاء
don't know
الله
if
مش
they're
ما يطلعش
really as ripped as they
العالم
were
دي.
last year. They look full blown.
He's a little bit he's got a film.
He definitely has
A
a film.
slight film. So, and
He's
again, tomorrow is, it's another day.
I want to see him compared to the other guys because
Yeah.
the legs are really overpowering the upper body tonight.
You're about to. You're about to see him up against everybody else.
That's why we're here.
I don't know if he's
There
got
we
a
go.
film. He's got a whole theater.
Yeah.
Well, now we've seen
All
them
right,
individually.
folks,
Let's see them
you just
together.
saw 16 of the
That's
best
where
in
the
the
test
world.
of the
In
mental
just
is.
a few moments, we're going to bring our gentlemen out in groups. That gives me an opportunity to put a few shout-outs out there. My main man, Dan Solomon, your Olympia president and chief Olympia officer right down here in the front. Dan, great job this year. It's amazing what you can do when you've got more than 3 weeks to prepare for an Olympia, isn't it?
رامي لازم
How about
مخرج
this
يقال
stage,
شيف
folks?
لازم.
What do you think? And folks, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize one of the hardest working people that we have every single year. She gets absolutely no sleep. She's behind the scenes. But Angelica Nebbia, whatever they're paying you, they need to double it, all right? VIP. And you know it's a big event when your husband Roy actually makes it out. Every 10 years or so. Good to see you, Roy, all right? All right, folks, what do you think? You just saw all 16 of our competitors.
16 مشترك.
All right, it's all about the comparisons, right? So let's bring out Group 1 on the center line, please.
In
All
no
right,
particular
fans.
order.
الجروب
This is
الأول
what they've been waiting for.
هيقوم
right
5
here.
ب 5
All right, here we
تقريبا.
go. Here we go. Woo, baby. Yeah.
You missed the flutters right here.
I don't think Lee doesn't know what flutters feel like. Are you kidding me? He's got 8 Sandowns at home. He's like, I'm just here to pick up my trophy. Flutters. Ask me about flutters. I'll tell you what it feels like.
Let's send it down to the judges.
اعتقد هيحطوا نيك ويلكر جنب براندون.
Quarter turn to the right.
All right, this is just random. Like, this is in no particular order, right? This is just to see them stand next to each other. After they've seen them all do this, they'll call them out and make, comparisons. I think this round is actually a waste of time, to be honest. Because these guys aren't being compared to each other.
Sean, you looked away for half a second and missed the vacuum with Patrick Moore.
Yeah, he's one of the few in the open that can do the vacuum.
Yeah.
Quarter turn right.
Some of the most famous vacuums we witnessed was Frank Zane, Tony Pearson. Those two could do the vacuum. Albert pulled one off too. But Tony Pearson and Frank Zane, that was a whole other game.
Albert
Sure
Beckles.
was, man.
Yeah, Albert did the vacuum back in the day.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Stage left, please. And let's have group 2 on the center line.
Yeah, see, this is I'm not a judge, Lee, but the time, like, this is for me a waste of time. Because while the judges are trying to size these guys up, they're not comparing them against each other right here.
Exactly.
They're not.
Yeah.
This lineup right here will not be compared against each other.
No.
So now that we've seen them individually, they should have just went straight to the actual call out. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah. I think they're probably, it's probably more for the audience than it is for
Okay.
us. We see it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Front double bicep.
I'm like, let's get it over with.
That's right.
Okay, Hottie's got a
Quarter turn
great,
right.
Man.
yeah.
Hottie was the best condition.
Yeah.
He's the best conditioned athlete
yeah.
on stage.
I mean, yes.
And in this lineup, you got
Quarter turn right.
the 2 Canadians next to each other, and Ian and Regan. So I mean, there's a battle for your home state, right, or home country.
Yes.
بيقولوا في من كندا اللي هو ريجن واللي جنبه دول الاثنين من كندا.
Back double
Victor
bicep.
Richards, Johnny Fuller.
تقريبا يقربوا لبعض.
I'll use names
فيهم
that you
صلة
can use.
قرابة
Johnny
ونسب.
Fuller, Roy Callender.
That's right. Yeah.
I got to take Lee back in the day, so he knows what I'm talking about.
Those were the masters.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Look him up.
Yeah. That's where I got my workout routine from.
Quarter turn right.
Hunter Labrada sporting a good back double bicep along with Hottie
Yes.
Chupin.
It does look like Hunter's tightening up.
والله ما أعرف أشيله إزاي.
And face front.
Well, they'll be able to have that opportunity to get tightened up. The question is, will the waterworks hit
أنا حاسس إن
Hunter Labrada? That happened at his last
Thank you,
show.
gentlemen.
هادي شوبان جاي سهران.
Come out, and he got better.
Stage left,
But you
please.
don't want to see the water
يعني
come out
سهران
on stage.
والكونديشن مش العالي
Get
قوي.
that done before you hit the stage.
The sauna.
بس الشيب بتاعه كويس، شكله كويس.
Yeah. I mean, Hottie, whatever it is that he did.
Yeah.
He's
ده آخر جروب أعتقد.
I mean, really
2006.
ahead of everybody else.
I think so.
فيهم
He's
رامي.
Sharper, condition-wise, than anybody I've seen so far.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Hottie Chupin was, what, 3rd a year ago. I think he's going to be one of the last guys standing on that stage.
And wasn't he second to Brandon, 19?
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right. Yep.
Gentlemen, front double bicep.
Every once in a while I get one, Lee. Every once.
No, it was William Bonek, I thought it was. You were wrong again. I think Hottie was
Hottie
third.
was third.
Quarter turn
William
right.
Bonek was second.
Dang.
I'm here to correct you, Tim.
Thanks,
I'm
Sean.
here all night.
نحاول نشوف.
Now you're right.
I know.
نحاول أعملها.
And now you know.
Quarter turn.
Brandon looks good.
He'll have his opportunity. I want to see him stand next to Hottie.
Yeah.
Because that will be about shape against conditioning.
Back double bicep.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's amazing, like in this lineup, Lee, back in the day, you would have somebody that would be on the taller side of things. I didn't think that we would say that Big Rami is actually on
Quarter
the taller
turn
side
right.
of things at basically 5'9".
Wow. So he's only 5'9".
I think he may try to claim 5'10", but I think he's like 5'9".
Man,
I think Rolly missed the boat.
أعتقد إن عملتها كده.
He didn't make
أعتقد.
it here last year, and he arrived this year, but you're going to see the waterworks on Rolly if Steve puts him through the ringer. Because he's holding
Thank you,
water.
gentlemen.
إن شاء الله تكون المشكلة اتحلت
All
بقى.
right, thank you, gentlemen. stage
I mean, he
left,
knows
please.
it. There's nothing you can do
عشان
once you're
نستمتع
here.
مع بعض.
You gotta go through it, right?
Hassan Mustafa looks good. I think he's top 10.
He's thick.
All right,
That's
folks,
the
going
big
to be
muscular
just a
guy.
few moments
Yeah,
with
until
the
we get our
quads.
guys out
Yeah,
here
he's
on the
big.
diagonals
Wow.
for the all-important first call-outs. I first remind you, President Dan
All right.
Solomon just informed me we are sold out for tomorrow night's finals. Sold out,
surprise, no
folks. That
surprise.
means
No surprise.
We are back.
you have to get the
That's great.
pay-per-view. You can get that at
We come to us with the
OlympiaProductions.com. Also,
So,
I have
guys,
to remind everybody, hate to do it, folks,
people
but I got to
learning
do
from
it.
you. People
There was
are
no
catching
unauthorized
the old school and the
streaming
new school.
of this event
But
due
as
to
you
the
look at these
pay-per-view
guys,
and the unlikely
as you
event
watch the conditioning,
that we
as you
catch you
kind
streaming
of
this,
parse this
we
apart,
will have to call in the muscle.
what are you seeing?
That
What,
distinction
people are tightening
belongs
up. People are
to this young
changing.
gentleman right down
Well, they're
here
going
in
to
the
start
front.
changing a lot
We brought
when
him
they
in
get
special
work through
just
these
to take care of
comparison
business should
posts
we
that
have
Steve
to
will
do
put
it.
them through. We're going to see
Name is
some guys will
Nicholas
sharpen up,
Solomon, but we call
and
him
other guys the water
Big
works are going to
Nick.
happen.
Nick,
You're going
show
to
'em
see
what
them
you got here,
spreading
buddy.
this water and sweat, and it's going to be very
You
distracting.
don't wanna
The guy that
mess
doesn't
with
sweat is
Nick.
the guy that's going to be in shape. Keep your eye on
Please,
Hadi
don't let us
Chupin
kick your ass
and look
outta
at Big
here. All
Rami,
right,
because last year
folks.
Rami didn't break a sweat. If he starts sweating
All
this
right.
year,
We ready
that
for
means
our
he's got
groups?
ground to make up. Lee, you never sweated.
We ready for
Jeez.
some call-outs?
You never. You still don't sweat.
Hey, here we go.
You better get up a little
Must
bit
be
more
nice
than
to
that,
be
folks.
Lee.
You guys spent a pretty penny to sit here in this room and watch the best in the world duke it out. And that's what we're going to give you right now. Fans, here in Orlando, are you ready? Here we go. Bring them out.
All right, let the games begin.
We're going to
Here we
go
go.
on the diagonal and do what they love in this sport, the first call-out.
Well, I've witnessed
Yeah,
Lee
baby.
get called out once and stand there and watch the show and walk off with a freaking check and a trophy. I go, he didn't even do anything. He just showed up.
I did it the night before, Sean.
Yeah, you did.
know, in the sauna, man. You
Yeah.
know, if I didn't have a sauna, I put a rag under the door of the restroom and turn all the hot water
Sweat
on,
it out.
and I sweated it out.
Now the
I'm
cat's
giving
out
these,
of the bag.
giving these guys my secrets, man. They need to buy my book totally
All
off.
right,
There
here
it
you
is.
go,
That's a
folks.
good book, by the
Without
way.
further ado, back to the judges. Big Steve.
Thank you, Bob. In numerical order, competitor 1, Nick. 4,
All right,
Williams.
It's our Arnold Classic champion, and
9,
he's fired
Hadi.
up.
10, Hunter. 14, Brandon. And 16, Rami.
All right, there's
And
your
you know
first
what?
call-out.
That's pretty much how I would have
هانتر كان حاطين في التوب 6 يا جماعه زي ما انا
They
توقعت.
got that part right, I think.
Yeah. All right, I am really happy right now for Nick.
هم دول التوب 6 اللي انا قلت
I'm not
عليهم
surprised.
بس
They're
الترتيب بقى
just
هيبان
surprised.
دلوقتي.
These guys earned the right to be in this first call out.
Yeah.
I saw this all year coming, and now it's going to materialize.
William Bonac
Rami
definitely
and Nick
belongs.
switch.
Don't boo.
Steve's going to move these guys around. Hadi's going to come into the middle. He'll trade with Labrada.
That's right. Yep.
براندون
Brandon
وهانتر
and
يعملوا
Hunter
سويتش
switch.
صح كده.
Respect.
Hadi and Williams switch.
Everybody's
Man.
cheering and booing. Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah.
You got to pose. Jockeying for position.
I tell you how this tight though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Front
Hadi's
double
tight.
bicep.
Wow.
لا هادي مع الاوضاع عشان ليش
Walker's tight too. They're both tight.
هادي خطر.
They can pan this
Front
camera.
lat spread.
Pan this camera or go wide so you can see Hadi for sure. But there's somebody on a 20-hour flight could take a nap on their lats. Hadi they just hang there. His lats
Hadi's
are
okay.
so big.
I like
Side
Hadi's
check.
condition, man.
Yes.
I think Hunter either has a little bit too much
لا
oil
كنت متوقع رمي احسن من كده.
or the water is starting to break the surface of the skin. and
متوقع
that's
من
gonna get
رامي
real
افضل من
messy.
كده.
Nick Walker's got a really deep tan by comparison to a week ago.
Back double
2 weeks
bicep.
ago. Again, Pro-Tan works with all of these athletes on their color. Lee, did you happen to put coloring on when you're competing? I never paid attention.
No, man. You know, I use tanning beds
This-
and,
yeah,
and the
natural tanning.
sunlight.
براندو كيري ورامي وهادي شوبان. الثلاثة الأوائل.
I got that.
I use the
Back lat spread.
can't think of it now. It's so long ago.
He had some secret stuff, Tim. That's what it was. He used the
I use
baking oil.
jojoba oil.
Okay.
That's what
Whoa.
it
There's
is.
always something. It's always something different with you.
عظيم رامي عظيم.
Back there working
Yeah,
with you.
man.
Okay.
Wow. This is some width right there on Big Ramy.
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes continue to go to Hadi
Side
too.
tricep.
Hadi's taken no less than second.
He's right there. I mean, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at what Hadi's bringing to the stage today. This is one of Brandon's best shots, the side tricep.
Yeah, Brandon
big
looks
and full.
good. Mm-hmm.
Big traps, big triceps, big arms. Ramy didn't bring the conditioning that he had a year ago.
No,
it's not
he didn't.
popping.
It's just a little bit soft.
And you know what? He can be beaten when he's a
favorite
little bit
most
soft.
muscle. Yes,
He's
yes.
got some work to do. You see Hunter Labrada starting to sweat now. That's what I was talking about.
See,
You get under those
براندون
lines,
ولا
very
نيك؟ لا
little
براندون.
water. These athletes are going to start moving the oil and coloring around on their body, and that's because they're holding a slight film.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
Right now, Hunter's on his own with that.
Brandon looks like he made those key gains.
Oh, he did. Look at the thickness.
Yeah.
He's so full.
Yeah, Brandon is getting harder and harder as he's posing, too.
Yeah, big and full.
He got the shape, man.
Hadi didn't break a sweat.
Mohammed.
Sure did.
You got to remember that. Chalk that up. Hadi did not break a sweat.
No.
الله.
And those athletes we just saw, we're going to see them again, and they're going to get worked just as hard.
13 James.
That's going to help them improve.
And 12 Rowley.
Remember, this is a contest all the way down. I mean, there's money on the line.
كده على
so
المركز
you can't
السابع
really
والثامن
rest. And I know that well, you
والتاسع
did when you were on
والعاشر
stage
والحداشر
after you had your
والاتناشر.
first call out, but everyone else has to continue to fight.
Oh, yeah, man. This
Ian
on the
and
crack.
Mohammed change.
I mean, the Mr. Olympia happens once
Justin
a year.
and Rowley
Right.
switch.
This is for all the marbles.
Rowley.
Broly was ready to hit the pose. He missed his call. Middle there.
اعتقد جاستن اللي على اليمين احسن من اعتقد هو احسن واحد في اللاين جاستن.
Oh, he looks good.
Mohammed and Akeem switch.
Now,
محمد
what are the
يكسب
chances here,
أكيم.
guys, to condition your way
Spread
up to
out,
that
give
top
yourself some
6?
room.
Well, listen,
كده محمد
a couple
شعبان
of
في
guys
التوب
on
10
both
إن شاء
sides
الله.
come down, and a couple of these guys can actually come up.
Exactly.
I'd be posing my hardest in this call out, but some guys are too far off to make up ground.
Front lat
Justin
spread.
Rodriguez looks good.
He does. Last year, Tim, I had Akim as my most
Side
improved
chest.
bodybuilder. The wow factor's not there
واحد
this
بيقول
year.
لي على اللايف في اليوتيوب حسن مصطفى الامريكي. يا جماعه هو على فكره الواحد لما يكون مثلا مقدم او كان قاعد فتره معينه فهم بيسجلوه على حسب الدوله اللي هو دخل منها او قاعد فيها. فهو عشان بقى له فتره قاعد في امريكا
You're looking at
هسجله
the
امريكي.
water.
Why is it?
Well, it's not just water. Some of the
عادي.
guys aren't there yet. They look a couple of weeks out.
Sure do.
You're looking for more quality, am I right?
Back
Exactly.
lat
Yeah.
spread.
اخ 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 التتويج الواحد عمال يتوب تتويج فظيع.
I mean, the size is there in most, 80% of them, but
Right.
the quality, with the muscles popping.
Gentlemen, face front.
But we got shape, beautiful
Rowley and
shape.
Justin switch.
Definitely got size, too.
Yeah, size and shape,
Akeem and
Sometimes
Mohammed
it comes with a
switch.
sacrifice.
Right.
حكيم ومحمد سويتش.
Gentlemen, give yourself some
Well,
room.
in this lineup, my eyes
Everyone
continue to
take a
come back
step.
to Justin Rodriguez. Seems to have a little
Hit a
better
side
shape.
tricep.
While his pecs are a little bit separated, a little not, not to my liking. Everything else seems to flow very
Yeah,
well with his
that's-
shape.
Yeah.
Abdominals and thighs.
That's Ian,
Valeri.
yeah, Valeri from Canada. He won the 2 shows earlier this year and a second at the Arnold. Rolly's
Your
struggling with this
favorite, most
posing
muscular.
in terms of holding it. You see he's starting to break a sweat too.
Man, the thing about it, when it comes to posing, you have to get in shape to pose.
Yeah,
Thank you,
You can't
gentlemen.
wait
Back
2
in
weeks
line,
before a
please.
show. You say, okay, now I'm going to get in shape and start working
Nothing
on the
happens.
Nothing happens.
you can't make the muscles pop. What happens is you start to break a sweat on your shoulders and on your traps. Then it seeps to your chest.
Two,
then it's coming
Andre.
down your stomach, and you're
Three,
spreading it
Patrick.
all around your body.
Exactly.
7 Regan.
So that big crack between the pecs you were
15
talking about,
Hassad.
Sean. Back in the day, you guys used to do a lot of heavy overhead pullovers, dumbbell pullovers.
Right.
And they get a lot of sternum cracks. Open up that chest for more mass, but sometimes it backfired.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I've had a snap cracker pop in my.
دول المراكز 13 وال 14 وال 15 وال 16.
Andre and Hassad switch.
Now, Lee, you never stood like some of these. I call it the motorcycle stance. Because they look like they're about to get on the motorcycle and go, "Rrrr." You didn't stand like that. Yours was much more natural.
Front double bicep.
Like,
You know,
like
we
over-flexing.
would drift sort of to the side.
Yeah.
Then we get, you know,
Move the hip a little
then
bit.
we moved the hip a little. It was just total kind of it was different.
Yeah, more relaxed. These guys are more stiff.
Front lat spread.
يمكن أقلهم ريجن، أقلهم حجما، ويمكن مستواهم ريجن. يعني ريجن يمكن هو 16.
Side chest.
Reagan and Patrick with great shape, but still slight on the muscle size. I mean, for
بيقولوا
them to hear that,
إن
is that
ريجن
scary to say, "Hey, look,
وباتريك
you need to put on another 10
عندهم شيب
pounds"?
كويس،
How
بس
easy that
عاوزين
is.
عضلات أكتر.
Back double
I'm asking
bicep.
for your expert
اللي
opinion.
محتاج ترجمة
And you know
شوية،
what?
نترجم على قد ما بقدر.
1984 to 1991, it took, I only added a total of 11 pounds
As a pro.
in that amount of time as a pro.
Right.
Because when you add it, you want to make sure you're putting it in the right place.
And it's quality.
And it's quality. I mean,
Back lat
that
spread.
was the game during that era.
Right.
And it needs to be now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you see guys that are big, but they're not finished.
No quality.
I mean, take nothing away from them. Bigger, you know, more size and so
tricep.
forth, but the muscle separation.
Well, these are the guys right now that are still trying to work the way up to be recognized in the top 6, but not a time to get discouraged. You're still in the Mr. Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
This is the dream for some of these guys.
That's right.
And to go back, Sean, Reagan and Patrick both made huge strides.
And they both won to get here.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're not getting a handout.
Now, you don't accidentally end up on the Mr. Olympia stage.
No.
It's
Yeah.
no accident.
بس يعتبر حسن مصطفى جاي معقول قوي، معقول لحد ما أحسن من بطولته اللي فاتت. يعني أحسن أي بطولة شارك فيها مستوى أحسن.
Sure did, man.
You gotta be
I'm
careful
telling
what you wish for.
you. Man.
Some people complain about someone getting hand chosen to come in. Well, heck, you bring in the winner.
Back in
You
line,
know,
please.
that's what happened last year.
Were there any? I don't think there's any special invites this year.
No, there were not. No.
The year before was Cedric
Big
McMillan. Big Ramy.
Big
The year
Ramy
before
got
was
it.
Cedric McMillan.
Yeah, the year before was Cedric because of his military obligation. All right, now we're going to come back, I think, to the top guys here, and they better be ready because I don't think they're going to catch a break. Brandon Curry's already sweating. You can see it underneath his arms.
Mohammed, Akeem, Rolly, and James.
Important call out here, Lee. Do you know what this call out's about? I'm thinking this is going to be for the 6th spot.
Yes.
Someone's fighting to get in the top 6 of the Olympia.
كده السابع والثامن والتاسع والعاشر.
Well, that first call out was 6, and I don't see anybody from that.
يعني سكند كول اوت محمد شعبان في مشاركات ممتازة. السنة اللي جاية لو ركز أكتر هيبقى حاجة أحسن.
Yeah.
And they got to make sure. And Rolly's needs to be careful because this is where he's going to spill over with a lot of water if they work him too long.
Everyone take a step. Front double bicep.
Rolly's got the ridiculous arms, and so does Akeem.
Oh, man.
Front lat spread.
Now, Lee, was this the hardest part of your
النتيجة بتاعت الوزن المفتوح هتكون بكرة بعد 24 ساعة من دلوقتي إن شاء الله.
This was the easiest part, really.
I'm with you. Because you drop the weight, right? It's easier to pose muscle than throw around heavy weight.
Exactly, you know. And
Back double
we would
bicep.
practice our posing in the midst of our training.
Right, it's part of it.
You know, it's part of our workout, you know. And start, you know, seriously posing about 6 to 8 weeks out from a show.
Back lat
Right.
spread.
I mean, so 2 weeks away, you're just coasting.
You're coasting, yeah.
You where you need to be.
Good advice. Wide back on Rolly Winkler.
Oh, yes.
Rolly looks like he's coming to life, Sean.
Side
Yeah.
tricep.
He got a lot of muscle, man.
Rolly won the fan favorite award at the very first time they had that. He's got the championship
Oh,
belt
he
to go
looked
with it.
awesome that year, too.
They love him.
Woo!
Relax, face front.
One of the key things I noticed about Lee, he
Mohammed and
never
Rolly
relaxed
switch.
in between. And that's where some of these guys expose their weaknesses because they relax when they're not posing.
Yeah. We'll see, of course, you said Lee?
Yeah, you never relax. Leonardo never
Oh,
relaxed. I mean,
that's right.
there's no
Hey,
relaxing.
we were taught not to relax.
Abdominals
That's
and
it.
thighs.
You stay flexed the whole time.
Yes.
هم حاطين كده
I mean, we learn from the best in the business.
Your favorite most
سابع
muscular.
All
وثامن.
of us were students.
محمد شعبان في
Lee, you
النص.
brought your book here at the expo.
يعني
to sell
المقارنة دي
inside
كويسة
the
محمد شعبان
fans.
معناها
Are there
سابع
some
أو
tips
ثامن.
about competing in the Olympia in there?
Thank
Oh,
you,
yes.
gentlemen. Back
Oh,
in
no
line.
doubt about it. We talk about carb loading, carb depleting, how to get rid of water for the last bit.
هيجيبوا
You know, when
الفيرست
you're
كولا
in for a
والتاني.
show, it doesn't mean stop drinking either.
Yeah, right.
William.
That's a danger. So way
شفتوا؟
to get it done without endangering your health.
Hottie.
All right, you'll be signing those books
Rami.
tomorrow at the expo, 12 o'clock
And
from the
Justin.
Olympia Legends booth.
Yeah, man. I'm going to sneak one in and get there a little bit earlier, Sean.
Good, yeah, get there early.
All right, guys, here's an interesting one.
Yes.
This is a
Yeah.
call out for the top, but no Rami
Well, you know why?
because he's in the Lee Haney spot apparently.
He's in the Lee Haney spot, and Hottie Chupin's right there with him, and Brandon Curry. So I believe that's going to be your top three on
Yeah.
paper.
Hottie and
Cooper's in
Justin
there.
switch.
لا ده كده محمد شعبان بيلعب على
Brandon and
التاسع
Rami
والعاشر
are not in this call out.
عشان في جاستن هنا
I want Nick Walker to stand next to Hottie Chupin.
و
Front double
Yeah.
bicep.
Nick is in he is have very good condition. I mean, he's getting better and better.
كده يا جماعة بيقارنوا على الأول والتاني راكنين رامي
Now, as a
وبراندون
reminder,
كيري
Lee,
كده
this
معناها
is Nick's first Olympia.
Oh, yes.
كده
I've
التالت
been watching the man. I've been watching him on
والرابع
his, social media.
والخامس والسادس
Been checking
والسابع
him out for a long time now.
He could get a big
Very
feather in
impressed.
his cap. He takes out William Bonek or Hottie Chupin. That's a big feather in his
والثامن.
cap at a young age of
Sure is.
26.
That's right.
تالت رابع خامس سادس سابع ثامن
Very well-mannered young man, too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Love
Say
that
he's-
about
Back
him.
say he's
double
confident.
bicep.
This kid's confident. He's not cocky. He's confident in his abilities.
Yeah, there
you
you
have
go.
to have that.
He puts the work in.
Yeah, every champion has that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Relax.
So you think
Spread
this is
out
the
a little
battle for
bit.
third right here?
Give
I
yourself
think
some room.
I can't
Everyone
say
take
that.
a step. Hottie,
I
take a
want to
step.
see these guys
Justin,
battle
take a
with Brandon
step.
Curry too.
Hit a lat spread.
I want to see Nick and Hottie up there with Big Rami. I don't think this is not a done deal.
Different judges want to see different things.
That's true.
Different comparisons.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think like a judge. I'm just
Exactly, yeah.
my opinion is there's more to this story.
Side tricep.
Williams was getting better too, Bundak.
Yeah.
Getting better and better.
Sometimes it favors those guys. You get that little sheen. You see he's starting to
Yeah.
shine. His muscles are popping more.
Yeah, Hunter's getting better.
Abdominals and thighs.
Hunter was smart. He dried off when he went off the stage, came back, wiped everything off. Hunter's quads are a little bit soft right there. Gonna have to.
أنا حاسس
Your
إن
favorite most muscular.
هذا شباب مش حجمه ده مش حجمه يعني هو تقريبا حاول ينشف
Big
أكتر
Steve putting him
فصغر
through the paces right now.
مش عارف
Relax.
يعني هانتر أكبر منه نيك ويلكر أكبر منه
Nick Walker's got that just grainy look. to
Thank
him.
you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
I like Hunter's shape.
Yeah, yeah. Got beautiful shape.
One of those guys are going to be called back with another
Brandon
call-out.
and Rami.
We got Brandon Rami, but one of those
براندون
guys might
ورامي
come back up.
أول وتاني الصراحة
We saw
فاجأتني يا
this a year
براندون
ago, Tim, where Big Rami held off Brandon Curry to win his first Olympia on the heels of Brandon Curry losing.
براندون كنت
the
حاطه
Olympia
تالت أو
title.
رابع
And we're back.
مش تاني
This is the rubber match. This is
This is
3
it.
years.
Front double bicep.
Here we go. We've already seen how one of those went tonight.
Yeah. Now we know why they call him Big
Front
Rami,
lat
but
spread.
structurally, I like Brandon Curry's shape
Yeah.
better. For me, it's more appealing. Rami's quads seem to be a little bit off the mark from a year ago, especially the right quad. I'm not sure if it's injured or not. But that
Side
right quad
chest.
doesn't look like it's popping as well.
بس أتوقع رامي هيحافظ على اللقب وهيجي بكرة
Yeah.
أحسن
Brandon's holding his own.
Yeah, he got thicker. He
He
did the
looks,
work.
yeah,
Solid muscle
yeah.
mass. especially the arms. Much lighter than Rami, but his arms look bigger than Rami's.
Yeah. Oh.
But on the
Back
bottom
double
side,
bicep.
Rami's hamstring look bigger than Brandon's. It's a give and take. Brandon's got that tiny little waist. It's a battle of opinions right here, guys.
Woo! Beauty's in the eye of the
Back
beholder.
spread.
And Steve Weinberg.
Wow.
Well, Steve doesn't make the decision by himself. He has the microphone, but there's a collection of opinions that are going to decide this competition. And like the 212, I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I'd still like to see Hadi and Nick compared with
رامي
these two
متفوق
guys.
من ورا اكتر كتير.
I mean, give those young guys an opportunity to
بس
stand up
براندون
with these
حلو.
guys and fight it out.
مستوى حلو، مستوى يحترم الصراحة. يعني المستوى ده أحسن من لما فاز بالمركز الأول. وأحسن السنة اللي فاتت لما فاز بالمركز الثاني.
He's squatting too low, right?
I mean, you have to overpower.
Brandon actually looked better than him in that shot.
Yes. When you're that big, you need to overpower your component.
Correct. Correct.
Your favorite most muscular.
Now, mind you, just for the record, Brandon Curry has
وضع
beaten
التجميع
Rami
المفضل
in the
ليك.
past.
كل واحد بيقدم أحسن
So
وضع
don't let
تجميع
the
بالنسبة
optics
لي.
of a bigger guy fool you that he can't be beaten
yeah.
by a smaller guy because it's happened
Relax.
before.
Relax.
You have to tell me.
Take a second and let's
You
do
got
it again.
Muhammad Makawi waxed me all over Europe.
Double bicep.
Woo, I never forgot that.
Yes.
I'm still licking my wound.
Lee, that was the year I started bodybuilding. He gave me hope and that inspiration.
المقارنة بينهم مش سهلة يا جماعة.
Start a career actually.
عشان كده بيطلبوا منهم بعض
Man, that's
الأوضاع.
saying it all right there. Look, just check that out. It's a matter of opinion right there. Neither's really
واحد عينه بتقفل
overshadowing
من
the
عاوز
other.
ينام.
No, and they have strengths and weaknesses for
Side
both.
check.
That's right, exactly.
Mr.
Like the-
Olympia 15 versus Mr. Olympia 16.
Yep. I like the fact that Brendan calves came up a lot too.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole package. That
Yep.
Going over to the oxygen gym is paying off for
Back
him.
double
It's
bicep.
a good investment for his career. It's worked. And it's tough because he's got to leave his whole family behind
Oh yeah,
while he does it.
no doubt about it, man.
But Big Rami's been celebrated for a whole year, fitting of a king, and to come back and try to defend this title is nothing short of amazing because he's one of the last guys standing again.
He's getting tighter and tighter as he
Back
poses.
lat spread.
As he poses.
These judges are familiar with both physiques, so this is not going to come to us as a surprise or a shock if one beats the other. The judges know these physiques well.
Sure do.
If you had to choose one, Lee.
Hey,
If you had to choose one, Lee.
وهي الصراحة هي براندو رجلي مش نقطة ضعف المرة دي يعني مش ماشي بالانس كويس. لكن رامي هو اللي رجليه كبيرة. رجليه قوية. بس براندون أحسن يعني اتحسن مستواه.
Yeah.
Be honest.
No, not
That
anymore.
was
Not anymore. Your opinion. Yeah, you gotta watch what you say.
No, Brandon's right up the street from me, you know.
Dominoes and thighs.
I'm in Atlanta. He's right there in
Southern boy.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, listen, what Brandon is lacking in size, I think he's made up in
He's got his
shape and
shape.
structure.
أوه ضايع كده كده ضايع. وضع ده وضع رامي.
Shoulder, waist
favorite
taper,
most
you know.
And I don't believe that Rami is
Danny?
in the condition he was a year ago.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
I can see that.
no.
دي تاني مقارنة.
Yeah, so he's leaving the door open.
لو تلاحظوا
The door is open.
براندون بدأ يتعب وجسمه يتبل.
Yeah.
ورامي بدأ جسمه يتحسن.
Yes. Condition.
براندون من طبع جسمي لاحظت عليه في كام
I mean,
بطولة
last year his
لما يقعد
condition
يتقارن
was so
كتير
good,
جسمه بيهبط.
everybody away.
And
Like,
now this is a cliffhanger, actually, because we have no closure.
exactly.
There's no closure here.
And that was the thing that had kept Rami back.
وكده
all these
يكون
years,
خلص التحكيم
was that
السري.
last touch of conditioning.
That's right.
نشوفكم
And he
بكرة
brought it
بإذن الله
last
في
year like,
التحكيم
oh my
النهائي.
goodness.
Yeah.
There was no question.
But here's the thing, he's got 24 hours to condition himself up across the board.
Stuff those towels under the door.
Also, the Sports Hall of Fame.
But now, was that the case last year prejudging?
He closed the door on everybody when he came out. He was ready.
See,
Please
there you
check
go.
that out. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And we'll see everybody tomorrow at the Expo. Good night, everybody.
Good night
All
everybody.
right. Lee
صباح
Hayden,
الخير
thank you so
يا
much for
جماعة.
joining us to this part. Hopefully we'll see you
Pleasure.
tomorrow night for the finals.
Yes.
And we're going to be right back with the post show, Sean.
Absolutely.